said I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your...
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
They go play action. Now Mahomes flushed out right. And now he's going to... And oh, right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. The first carry now. This is Williams. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 69 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On second down, Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
First carry for Spencer Ware. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Off the draw, here's Williams. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Throwing is Mahomes on third. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. On first down, Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got Snead. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 67 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. For the touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense, trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything.
He's got a man complete. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Domata Peko able to get him for a loss of about 3. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. This is McCoy, able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. 23 yards to pick up there.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Jackson. Now he'll escape to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Snead's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it, because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 54 yards, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Shotgun snap to Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
36 to my up. Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. What we got?
Now here's Mahomes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Check 13.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, rolling to his right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He can run for it, and he will. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll roll him out right. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Throwing now is Jackson. Out to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it killing and did it again. But the intent